everybody, and welcome back where we sit back, chill, hoist a glass, roll a spliffy, and just settle it down a bit and let the
say things a little bit iffy.
Hey, that was good. But yeah, this is where we throw away the plan, and you know the old saying: make a plan, execute the plan, watch the plan fly off the rails, throw away the plan. So we've done the first three. Now we're on number 4.
I thought our plan was number 1, make a plan. 2, what plan?
yeah. Make a plan, but get drunk enough while making it you can't remember it the next day.
Hey, talking of plans, that sounds like a story you were telling me about following. Hey, you were talking about Chinese misinformation. Do you think that's what they do when they give when they write all the instructions for stuff? Because they can probably write perfectly decent English, but no, they decided to do it in this weird English that nobody can follow. Do you think that's part of their scheme to undermine the West? And
comes down our brains, right? Reading Chinglish makes one stupid because you start to talk like caveman.
Yes, me talk like caveman.
And I've been literally swimming in Chinglish for a day and a half now, putting together a couple of flat pack thingies. And Lord, thunder and Jesus, did it not go well. So everybody got their drinks ready? You're all set. I'm gonna have to roll one as I tell this story because
it's no longer packed and it's no longer flat.
Oh, okay. So here we go. Yesterday I put together a shelf that was ordered Amazon. Today I put together one. I tried to. The last step after putting the whole damn thing together, a pretty complex one too, was to screw in those stupid adjustable feet that they always come with these days because they're built so poorly constructed, that they're not really level without those damn screw feet, right? And you know how they have the metal legs and you screw all the wood to them and stuff or whatever? They have the little plastic plugs in the bottom of the legs with the threads for the stupid screw feet. Well, I screwed in 3 feet. I went to screw in the 4th one. No plastic plug in the bottom of the leg. Now, it's a bigger one. It's all everywhere, right? And it took a long time. Like me with fibromyalgia in a small living room, I'm crawling around on the floor building this thing, and I'm just broken, right? By the time I'm done, and now I can't finish. So I try to get a hold of the seller on Amazon so that they can just simply give me the little plastic thingy, just ship it to me, right? And their thing says, their little messages thing, before they'll let me talk to them, I have some freaking AI bot to go through, and it won't let me through because Amazon fulfilled the order. I mean, who was going to fulfill the order? Best Buy? I'm on Amazon. I couldn't get my head around that, right? So it wouldn't let me talk to them and kept making me talk to Amazon. So I gave up and I talked to Amazon and I said, look, this is what happened. Oh, here, let's process you a refund. No, I don't want to spend an hour or so tearing this thing apart only to find that I can't get it to fit back in that unbelievably small box this monstrosity came out of. I'll never get it back in there again. Oh, so you don't want a refund? Well, I want the piece. Oh, we can't do that. Would you like us to refund you like $10 or whatever so you can buy the piece? Oh, okay, that would work great. Show me the link. Where do I find the piece on your site? I don't know. I'm like, well, for it, I already bought it. I just want the piece that I paid for that was missing. Oh, would you like to return it then? I'm just literally about to pull my own hair out, right? So I give up with the first agent and I recall back and I get a second call with them and I go through the whole thing again. Now, after the first one, I've got some experience. So in this one, I stressed the whole person with a disability and the fact that it took me hours to put together and will take hours to disassemble and hours to try to figure out how to put in the box. And I stress that this shelf isn't worth all of that time, right? Just simply send me the piece. This person just fallen on deaf ears again, right? Just the same routine. So I finally get to a supervisor this time. What does she do? She leads me back to where I can contact the seller on Amazon and proceeds to disconnect the call before I can tell her I've already done that. And because Amazon shipped it to me, they won't talk to me. It's this weird circle they're trying to lock me into, and I wasn't willing to play. So I called back a third time. I get myself through and right to the supervisor because I didn't want to talk to the first person and explain it all again, right? And this person actually understands that they're trying to commit me to 4 or 5 hours of effort and work just to get this one stupid piece that I need. I explained it to her. She was able to bring it up on the computer and see the part and understand the piece that was missing and whatnot. And she went through everything she could in like a 20-minute period. And there was no way for me to get this piece without returning the whole thing and getting a new one sent. Now think about all of the shipping and whatnot and the cost involved of sending this thing back only to get another one for that piece, right? And she knew that I wasn't willing to accept that. So you know what they did? And I gave her the most glowing review of an agent I could, was she simply refunded all of my money for that shelf, taxes and all and whatever, so that I could rebuy one so I could get that piece. How can Bezos be the richest man in the world, or number 2 or 3 on any given month, when this is how they actually treat money? How does it work? This shelf that I spent a little over $100 on, whatever, must have an intrinsic value of about $9. Otherwise, they would give a rat's ass and just send me the little piece.
It's $5.49 for a set of 4 self-leveling feet, M8, with the 20 by 20 millimeter plastic adjustable furniture leg leveling square tube insert.
yeah, right. Yeah.
I just found them.
Did you? Perfect. Well, yeah. I have a credit, and if I can just buy that thing, I have like $100 back. So that's even better. But KK's saying I have to contact the manufacturer. No, you missed something in my thing there, because every time I tried, because it was sold Prime 1-day delivery, they won't speak to me. I have to speak to Amazon, and their chat literally kicks me out and opens the Amazon one again. That's what happens. I can't even get past their bot.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, I kept a whole load of them.
Send me the link over. Because when I bought my monitor arms to hold my monitors, I got really nice shock arms. Right, one of them had a faulty thing. And I went on Amazon and I said, hey guys, just that one piece is faulty. And they were like, oh, no problem. We'll send it right out to you. And I was like, thanks guys. They sent me the entire new arm in the box and all. They didn't send me the one piece. They were just like, fix it fast, send them a new one. And these guys are just jerks. But I still win because I got my entire money back, and Dunk says he found the part. But it was funny when the Amazon people were like, yeah, we'll just refund you like $10 and you could buy the piece. Give me the link. I don't know what it is. Well, I'm not searching for something I already paid for. It was my answer to them. And she was like, no, don't think I would either. I agree. I was like, see, well, I'm just not willing to put up with that garbage. The only person in the entire equation that they had any inclination to be inconvenienced was me, the guy who put the money out. They weren't even going to try to get around this. You can't contact the seller because Amazon fulfilled the order thing and just say, hey, just Bubbles, send them in an envelope, the damn thing. No. I couldn't believe it. How does that place make so much money when they literally, and you see all these pallets of Amazon returns, they don't give a rat's ass because they're making so much money selling us garbage that's worth pennies for dollars, right?
It's like when you go to an IKEA. I don't know if you've ever been to an IKEA.
Yeah.
All the flat pack, stuff. You go down to the warehouse,
Yeah.
and you will find somewhere like the packaging has been like torn open, and the bits are all scattered across the floor. And I swear to God, it's probably because someone has bought a piece, got in, well, took it home, built it, found out there's bits missing. So they go and they just break open the packaging to find the missing piece.
Yeah. Yeah. No, so yeah, I mean, but yeah, I guess it turns out I can buy the piece. So that's going to be awesome because basically I get the shelf for the cost of the part now. So I get the entire shelf for like what, $3. Woohoo. Yeah. All it took was like what, 45 minutes of phone calls, right? I'll take that. But yeah, unbelievable.
Or you do the other thing that I suggested is when it turns up, you open the package up, take the piece out that you want, and then call Amazon up, send it back as a return because there's a bit missing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was the other option too. Because what am I going to do with an entire second shelf that can't be stood up because that one critical part won't let me attach the foot? I mean, the thing's useless, right? You put something on it, it just falls over, and great.
That's what people buy books for. That's what you buy a book for, to put underneath the foot with a missing foot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, brand new thing. Oh yeah, no, the Lego is load bearing member.
Yeah, that's why they call them bookshelves, because you use books on them to prop them up.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. It should play out fine. I should log into my account after and see if I've gotten the gift card already applied. They asked me if I wanted a proper refund or the gift card. And I said, no, just do it as a gift card because your refunds take forever and a day. I mean, you take the money instantly, but somehow returning it seems to take like a week.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it has to go through our special money laundering department.
Exactly, Well,
maybe like it has to go through Jeff Bezos personally, and he has like a stack of paperwork, and he's just got a big stamp. He goes, accepted, refused, accepted.
Yeah.
It's just work here.
Does anybody know how to even find this on Amazon? How do I find a gift card balance or something? I hate this site so much. Anything you actually need. They're like, no, we'll hide that from sir. Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, I found gift cards, and they're quick to sell them, but they won't show me how much I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember it's like, getting a gift card, and then you put the gift card in. I don't remember it saying, anything about, that it's been applied. But you'll buy something, and you want to put it against, tax on your account. And then it goes, oh no, it's been paid for by your gift card. No, I want to claim it back, you bastards. I didn't want that one for free.
I got people.
Someone says profile settings, properties. Profile settings, properties. I don't know.
Profile settings, properties. What? It wants like my sizes for clothing and stuff. Fuck you, Bezos. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here.
It wants a picture of your poop.
Yeah, for $5 a month on my tab.
It's part of the new iPhone security issue. Yeah, it's a fecal recognition software.
Somebody says open my profile. My profile. It says clothing and shoes and sizes and stuff. Doesn't have anything to do with cash. Pets. It wants me to put if I have pets.
Yes, Siberian tiger.
Now the last thing I want is clothing recommendations. I don't want that.
Stop doing this now. Do it later.
It's funny. Nobody understands. I can't. Yeah. Okay. So there's a thing that says gift cards, and it says reload your balance and so on, but it doesn't say, would you like to know your balance?
Dick, nobody goes to go and see the Rolling Stones on stage just to see Mick Jagger going through his Amazon account to see if he's got a gift card.
I would.
Come on.
I'd love to see what Mick Jagger spends his money on Amazon, all kinds of erectile difficulty pills and, hangover cures. And
I've heard he's just bought a new poo camera.
Okay, so go to my account. Oh, okay. Hey, look at that. I got the money. Okay. Thanks, Liz. Found it. I don't know how, though. Oh, I see. Instead of just hovering over that thing, I actually clicked it and found a page. That's what happened. Okay. You can see I use Amazon a lot. All right. So, here, you said you found those stupid things, right?
Yeah. Or
what are they called? What's it called?
Oh, for fuck's sake. You really doing this on the show? I put in.
I am now.
I basically put in 1 inch square self adjustable feet.
Okay, so
I just put the search for that, and you just end up with a whole bunch of the little plastic grommets and feet. You only need the plastic grommet bit, but there's loads of them with a threaded insert, and you just got to make sure that it's because you say it's a metal frame, yeah.
Yeah, I think I found them.
There's a little box frame thing.
Yeah, I can buy 10. No wonder. Okay. Okay. I don't know if that's the right one. I'll have to measure things, but 25 by 50 millimeters, that is.
I'd say yours is more like 20 or 25 millimeters.
Yeah, 25 by 50, because mine's rectangular, and there's a few different companies selling the same ones. Just wish I didn't have to buy a package of them.
Well, most people expect, it's like buying shoes. You don't normally buy a shoe because they're kind of like expect you to have a pair of shoes or 2 legs.
Yeah, look, I'm pretty sure these are the right things. So for $20, I can buy them. So that means I get the shelf for $20. I guess that's not bad. Right? So I'll take that. So that's funny. The Amazon people could have totally saved themselves a whole whack of cash had they just bothered to put me on hold for 2 minutes and see if they could find the part. But I wasn't willing because I shouldn't have to search for something I felt I already owned. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I mean, you shouldn't be going out, finding parts and trying to fix something.
No.
But at this stage, you're getting it for next to nothing. And
oh, wait a minute.
That makes sense.
There's a picture of the person holding the thing. And if that's the right size, this is way too big. Okay. This is not going to be as easy as I thought. The legs on mine are not this big. This is meant for that bigger tubing where you actually spent money on the desk, not like cheap shit that I bought there.
Yeah. Well, I've seen some that are,
Yeah.
Oh,
well. Yeah.
13 millimeters by 25. Yeah, it will be there. It will be there. You just got to, you just got to measure it. You got tell me the dimensions of your thing, and I'll bloody find it for you tomorrow.
About 10 inches.
All right, Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, I'll have to get the measurement, right? And the one thing that sucks is the only measuring tape I have in the house, I must have got from some total Yankee because it doesn't have metric on it at all. It only has inches.
Really?
Yeah, I can't believe it's even in Canada because we switched over in the 70s, man. Like I remember growing up, I had to learn 2 systems. I'm like, that's bullshit. You know?
Well, thankfully, we can do the math and convert because we're good at that.
Yeah, true enough. I'll use my iPhone and get all the dimensions wrong.
Yeah, you'll just send me a picture of a banana next to it.
Yeah.
It's that big.
Yeah. Well, Lauren was saying, could you do a workaround with a fairly big wood screw? Actually, Lauren, what I could do is just cut myself a wood plug and drill and then put in a threaded thing for the foot to go in and then just use some like Gorilla Glue or whatever to put the damn little wood plug in. I could actually make this for myself. I just, I was totally against having to do anything like that. And I wanted it fixed by the people who sold me the damn item. I wasn't willing to put up with their talk to them and blah, blah, and all that bullshit,
Yeah, there's shitloads of ways you can fix it. A bit of a resin fiberglass epoxy shit at the bottom of it, and then just drill a hole in and wrong.
I know. I said to the girl at one point, I said, look, I mean, if I bought a cheeseburger and it didn't have cheese, I just go back in, show them, they give me a new burger. Why? Just send me the damn part. I mean, even if you don't want to send me the little foot insert, just send me the one piece of metal that's like 12 inches long that is the bottom of the leg. I mean, come on. I was...
Yeah. So, I'm sorry, sir. Didn't quite understand. You want me to send you a slice of cheese?
That's what it was like until I talked to that final girl who understood. I was just, Yeah, Heather in the chat. Now I want to see a picture of this shelf. Well, right now it's laying on my floor, so there's not a lot to photograph. But when I got it done, I'll show you. I got a couple. I totally in the middle of rearranging my living room and moving the stereo. And it means that my speaker wires won't be all right. And I'll have to it's just a total. It was a great idea until I actually started doing it. Now it's just stupid. I should have left well enough alone,
I know. Yeah. Every time I try to improve things around here, it's like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Fuck.
Yeah. But, a couple of the pieces of furniture I had in my living room, well, they didn't look too terrible. We're older than me, I think, it was time to do something, right?
You got underwear that's older than you.
I put on a sweater the other day that's literally turning into thread. And I figured out that it's older than my son, who's 17. Why do I even still have it?
It's a classic item.
Yeah, I should sell it on eBay.
Yeah, it's vintage. Yeah, and you basically describe it as pre-loved. Not used. It's pre-loved.
Yeah, it's gently worn in. Through, but
it's like road-worn guitars.
Yeah.
Knackered.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
I'll put another $100 on that.
I should call it Frankenstein, and everybody will think it was owned by Eddie Van Halen and just, Frankenstrat, big shout out to do here. NANA. $6.66. Did you know Amazon bribes people for positive reviews on items you buy? I got $50 in certificates if I'd give a review on an adult item I purchased. Oh, I've heard about this lots. It's not truly Amazon, but Amazon turns a blind eye to the practice being done by certified or whatever Amazon sellers, right? So Amazon sellers are totally allowed to reward you for a positive review. And that ties in with the other scam. Also, thanks, NANA. Big super chat there. Thank you very much. But that ties in with the other scam. Look on an item that has like 5,000 reviews and all kinds of high ratings, but it's a little bit skeptical. Start reading through the reviews and you'll notice that they make no sense to the product you're looking at. And that's because what they do is they sell a product honestly for a while, get great reviews, and then edit that product to be some piece of junk. And everybody goes, oh, but it's got 4.7 in reviews. And they just simply purchase it and you get garbage. And Amazon totally lets that happen all the time. Yeah.
That's naughty.
Yeah, because you'll be reading through, and sometimes you read through and you'll notice that they're talking about one version of a video card versus another, and that's just because the person has slightly edited the thing, but it was still 3070 or whatever, right? Okay, close enough. But there's times when you're looking through the description of like some diffusing lights, like I want to get for the top up here, and 20 reviews in, they start talking about stereo audio cables. And you can tell right away the person's edited it. And that's when you know, don't buy that product because they're using the reputation of a different product to sell you garbage. Right?
I don't believe we can even do that. That's bad.
And Bezos doesn't care because he gets paid, man.
Mm. Well, to be honest with you, if I was Bezos, I wouldn't care either.
Yeah, but look at how much cash is lost, like with all the returns, just because of poor shit and whatnot, when it could be solved in a way cheaper fashion. And he's still rich as hell. Imagine how much money is being wasted, and therefore how overpriced most of this garbage is. That's the end result, right? Is we're spending way more than we should be on a lot of these products just so that the company can waste money on needless returns and stuff and not worry about it. Right? We're paying for it. Not fun.
Yeah, but it's funny how we've all settled in to using Amazon on a daily basis for stuff, because it's just like, oh, how much trouble it is just to go down to the shop to get a thing.
Yeah,
and you can just order it and it will turn up the next day.
Yeah.
We all complain about Amazon, but at the same time, we just use it like religiously now.
Oh, I know.
It's just so easy.
Yeah. And oftentimes I wonder, how can they ship me big, heavy jugs of laundry detergent and stuff for basically the same price that I can buy at like Walmart or something? It all baffles me on how they make any money off that. But Amazon makes their money off that by us returning, because of our Prime membership, to buy all these cheap garbage products that are coming out of, China, that are worth pennies, and we're spending dollars on them, right? That's where the money's made, is all the fucking junk and knockoff products.
It's like you can buy a pack of Post-it notes for like 25 pence.
Yeah.
And you just get one, and it'll be delivered next day.
I know, and it'll be in a box the size enough that you could have put 20 steaks in with bubble wrap and then your little Post-its, right?
But the thing is, to get those Post-it notes to you, you've got someone who's running around like a rabbit.
I know.
And a mad hare in the warehouse. Yeah. They're packaging it up, putting a label in it, put it in a box, and then it goes into a van, and then the van driver has to take it to your door, and it's cost like 25 pence to buy it, and it's like, what?
I know.
How does that even make sense?
There's got to be so many orders where they lose, and it's all about the averages, right? It's unbelievable.
We could bankrupt Amazon as a worldwide force if we just find the cheapest thing you can buy on Amazon, just whatever it is, the very it'd be a quid or less, and each day for a week you order something. Everybody orders nothing else from Amazon but just a thing that costs like £1.
One pencil. Right? One small pack of pocket-sized travel tissues. Yeah,
don't buy the bulk buy. No, just the single packet, please. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. You know, for me, I'll buy 1 pack of cigarette rolling papers. You know, something that you could fit in your wallet.
Yeah, go to the used section. Get it cheaper. Do you remember we used to buy books on Amazon? Do you remember that?
I remember that's how they actually became a business.
I know. It's like, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Nappies, soap, drugs.
Yeah, unbelievable. But it's such a strange business with all the shipping and everything. When you figure it all in and think of household items that you need every day being shipped to you at pretty much the same cost as the grocery store, you know that there's serious profit being made on all that other fucking garbage we buy. Either that or it's just a launder for, basically every criminal organization in the world, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, come on, be fair. Even the cheap shit that you buy at the supermarket, you got to accept that they are making money on it.
Exactly.
But
they're making probably more because they don't have to bother shipping it to your punk ass, and they still charge you $5 for it, right?
yeah, but the thing is, like when you're talking about buying a gallon of milk or whatever, it's the farmers who are taking the cuts, and they're having to like sell it to them for less money than they used to, and all this kind of shit. Yeah, they're the people who are missing out and losing out.
Huge. Without the farmers, you have more milk, but they get treated the worst in the entire equation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
then people complain that we're genetically modifying cows to have 2 extra nipples, so they can make more milk.
Yeah,
I know they're not called nipples; they're called udders. But never mind.
Yeah. No, isn't the udder the whole thing? Isn't it still a teat? Because I got a couple of cousins that have a dairy farm.
Nipple, is it?
No, they call it a teat, but the udder is the whole thing. Right?
Yeah.
But they're also maritime redneckies and stuff.
It's funny. My wife doesn't like me referring to them as udders, but I got you some nice underwear from Victoria's Secret to put your udders in.
Dear Lord, yeah. Okay, now I understand. Yeah. No wonder you get real comfy on that couch.
Yeah, no, now you know why she hates me.
Although I've used milk bags once, and I remember that was a long night at the bar. She was pregnant at the time. We got Tiny Captain member message there in the chat. I think Dick is older than Dick Dawson himself. Sometimes I'm feeling it. I'm starting to get a few gray hairs finally. So literally in the next 2 years, you're all going to see me slowly go gray. It's finally started. It's going to happen. I didn't know that gray hairs were a little more coarse and stuff. They're annoying as hell. I thought it was just a color thing. I didn't realize the whole hair itself changes a bit. That sucks.
I think that's just you.
You think so?
I've got gray hair.
That's all you have.
It's silky and smooth, and it's like kitten fur. Yeah, maybe you're just an old cranky old git, just like pushing out.
I don't believe
grizzly hairs.
I don't believe that for a moment.
Maybe it's not hairs. Maybe it's tusks. You're growing.
But yeah, I did notice it. Yeah. Okay, gray is coarse, Lauren says. White hair is really fine. Okay. There we go. So you're already at the white-haired point, right? That's why you're more like a butt brush and, I'm more like a toilet brush. Now I get it. I didn't know that. I'm learning.
You could shave it all off. You can go bald. You do that.
No. I'm not going to do that. I might
you got quite a large forehead. as far as your hair is concerned. Do you think that's because all the years of
Your
having
forehead
long hair,
starts at the back of your head. What are you talking about?
well, not in reality. I have luscious locks. But
You
do you
just
think do you
don't.
think that do you think that's come from years of having like really really long hair, just like slowly peeling your skin back from your face?
No.
It's
Here,
like
hold on.
it's like you'll have this constant look of surprise because your eyebrows are moving slowly up your forehead.
God damn this fucking guy. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I just had to see if it was an effective hair or not, what you're talking about. I'm still not sure.
I had flashbacks of Karen Carpenter just then.
Yeah, you've got literally like a landing strip for spies trying to get out of remote locations. So I'll put my situation up against yours any day.
Enough about my pussy. Stop talking about that. It's just because I got a shaved landing strip.
Yeah. Bond, if Bond ever needs to get out of Brazil.
That's thanks to tonight's sponsors, Manscaped, for all your trimming needs.
Manscaped. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that YouTube lets everybody have Manscaped as a sponsor, but then they demonetize us for saying the word fuck every now and then. That's kind of the people that want to watch a show where they say fuck now and then are the kind of people that probably would consider actually buying Manscaped products, you morons. You know?
I love how one of the things they use for like Manscaped to sell it is have a sexy chick. She's selling the Manscaped. Get one of these, and you can have me.
Yeah, you don't get me if you don't shave your balls. You know.
Yeah. It's like, oh, fuck off.
Yeah, trust me, honey. I don't need the credit card debt. I'm fine. You know.
Yeah, I remember the days when I had to use a weed whacker when I used to go down on you. So shut up, you silly bit.
Oh, Frau Garden.
Yeah, people thought I had hairy teeth. No, it's just I liked pussy. What do you say?
That's funny. Well, active personal life can lead to the wrong impression now and then, especially when you got short and curly stuck in your teeth. Twink says, nothing like a nice shaven pair of balls, though.
Speak for yourself, mate.
As
what, your own or somebody else's?
As somebody who has a set, I'm just here to say I'm not sure that the scrotum needs to be shaved and put on display.
But what happens when it starts growing back? Do you end up with like a big hairy tennis ball or something?
Well, yeah, but even worse. You see those cats that have never shaved before and they have thin, spindly hair. Then you take a guy like me who shaves all the time. Well, kind of, because and the hair gets thick. It's like it defends itself and grows thicker, right? So imagine some dude who shaves his nuts for like 30 years and then he's 65 years old and decides not to, and he's got a fucking Brillo pad growing between his legs. I'm just not sure that's what you want,
I don't know. It might be handy for cleaning the dishes. It's not a sight you want to see when you walk in to see Grandpa washing the dishes.
Yeah, especially when his sack is now 4 feet long and he can actually pull it out and use it as a scrubby, right?
What are you doing, Granddad? I'm cleaning the floor.
Yeah. So, But yeah, I just always, anybody who tries to grow their first mustache before shaving as a kid, they have thin little spindly hairs. Shave a bunch, they're not anymore. So, imagine somebody who starts like shaving their butt all the time. You're going to have like little evergreen trees sticking through your underwear and stuff if you don't keep that up for the rest of your life.
I mean, do you have to use a mirror?
Maybe hire someone, Yeah. Could you imagine hiring somebody that would shave your ass for you? Do you have to put a clause in the contract that states that under no circumstances will you fart when they're shaving you?
We could come up with a line of underwear which is self abrasive. It will have like 80 grit sandpaper on the inside, so it just constantly exfoliating and defoliating your skin, and just
we'll sell it to Gillette, and they'll come out with a new set of Ginch that totally shave your ass as you're chair dancing at your local pub one night.
Also useful for those woodworking projects.
Yeah. If somebody happens to forget to, include the foot and you have to build one yourself, you could just rub the finished product against your own ass and, make sure you get all the burrs off. Mm. Men everywhere will be doing woodwork in their underwear now, thanks to Gillette.
Well, I don't know about you, but I've always done woodwork in my underwear, so I've never gone commando to do woodworking.
Alert, turn your imagination off now if you want to continue having an enjoyable evening.
Well, we have already lost 10 viewers in the last 10 minutes, so...
Well, that's what happens when you talk about sandpaper underwear, I think.
What are they coming here for in the first place? This is how we're going to end up talking about stuff.
I agree. What did you expect? I got a burp that just won't finish. Sorry, hold on. I'm trying here.
My wife had that. She said, I've had this burp for like 3 days that I've been trying to kind of give her, and it's just like came on.
Thought you were going to say, and then she coughed up a hairball.
Yeah.
All right, got it. I can't
change the subject.
What? Yeah. Here. I can change the subject. We got NANA for the super chat for $6.66. Says, I'm 46. I got gray white hairs on my beard for a few years. The worst was finding hairs on ear and white hairs on my nuts. It's funny, you're not the first to say this, and thanks for the super chat, NANA. But yeah, everyone says it's totally like the sideburns and the beard. And I heard my neighbor told me, I got a couple of white hairs come through in my nose, and they would be so itchy because they were coarse. And so it's funny how that works. Why do they color off first? And why does it do it in the first place? Does anybody even know? Does the follicle just kind of get, I've been doing this for a while. I'm just kind of not in the mood anymore, and just go lazy, just turn into a Chinese slave worker that just never gets it right,
Yeah, unfortunately, science have been too busy trying to understand the noises pigs make and turn it into an AI large language model for us to just have a chat on Pig GPT. The scientists aren't interested in that. Yeah, they're not working on cancer, they're working on stupid shit like that.
And I could have told them what a pig was talking about from day one. The pig says, I don't want to be food for some fat, hairy slob of a Canadian fuck who eats bacon every day. Right?
That was one of Eminem's tracks, wasn't it?
I think it's the new one coming up.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does it much better. Yeah, he does it. His timing's better.
Yeah, I guess, considering
Oh,
how unbelievably edited his music is, but that's another story.
Oh, come on. I like Eminem. He's cool. Did you see Obama doing Eminem the other day?
No.
Oh, yeah, it was great because Eminem was on a Harris rally. Obama comes on and how do I follow Eminem? My hands are sweaty. What's the line? Yeah, he just basically did like the whole intro to one of Eminem's tracks, one of the classics.
Oh,
I got was it sick on my jumper already? And mum's spaghetti.
I hope you're not asking me. I won't know.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Doom, 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 doom. That one.
I don't know. The A string being plucked on a violin for 100, please, Alex.
I like me some Eminem. Don't ask me to recite it or name any of the tracks. All right.
I only know a couple.
Yeah,
I remember.
No. This is the thing. I know them. I know this. I know the songs. I know the sound of them. I don't know what they're called. I can't. Don't ask me what album they're on or what it was like. I am aware of the gentleman called Eminem.
Yeah.
I like the chocolates.
I had a buddy when Eminem first came out. I had a buddy who was just right in love with the guy and listened to that first record all the time. And there's a lot of good tracks on it. I agree. But as somebody who went to audio engineering school and all that shit, I could hear how he had gone into the studio and done a whole bunch of freestyle and screwing around and whatnot. And then him and Dre sat down and edited in what became the song. And he actually had to go back and relearn how to rap that song because he never actually wrote it that way in the first place. That's how that first record was kind of made. Not the ones that have more of a story to them, but the ones that are a little bit more just, rappy. That's what they did.
Well, I got nothing against that.
Me either. I mean, a lot of the greatest guitar solos we've ever heard have been put together that way, right? Dude just does 7 takes and they just take the beginning and the middle and blah, blah, and put it together and boom. Yeah. But I just noticed it, right? That's all. Especially when, in hip hop, the whole idea of being able to freestyle is a very big deal. And they took his freestyles and edited them together. So just one of those things.
Yeah.
What
was the movie you did? Was it 9 Mile, 6 Mile? Was it 7
no
miles?
idea.
6.5 miles to Tulsa? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. He did that movie where it's all about him, freestyling and, up on the stage. And obviously, he probably spent,
months writing those songs.
Yeah. And then in the edit, like editing the film together to make it sound better.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
I haven't seen the film.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, I like his tunes.
He's a whack job.
Yeah, that one tune where him and Dre are kind of like Batman and Robin in the car and whatnot. Fuck, I almost died laughing the first time I saw that song, video. God, it's awesome. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
It's got that rolling bass line, you always hear it pumping out of cars with subwoofers, right?
You can definitely call him a cheeky chappy.
Yeah, the music industry. There's one point where he's acting up in the car and Dre just looks over at him and shakes his head. Funny as hell. Eminem did that again in Houdini. And an NANA says, okay, yeah, I have to check that out. Yeah. The real Vladimir Putin in the chat says even the insane clown posse support Harris. Yeah, that's funny. I'd love to see like Kamala come on stage. You down with ICP or something? That'd be fucking hilarious. Oh yeah.
Oh, I had a story I wanted to try to find and send you because it's right up your alley, and it's about phone tracking. Because there's been some reports where certain authorities have been able to track people's phones to spot them when they've crossed the border to go to an abortion clinic.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So you've seen these stories too, and I was just thinking, because we were talking about Trump and his rise to authoritarianism.
Yeah,
and you think back of the Germany 33 to 36 and up to 39. Imagine what it'd be like in a modern authoritarian state where you can just track people wherever they go and absolutely understand. I know. Yeah, go on.
Well, we already do have that level of tracking on multiple fronts. And if the government wanted to commandeer that information, so they had the pool from the license plate reader and the phone trackers and blah, blah, and yada, yada, and whatnot all together, they would have more than Big Brother and 1984 ever thought possible, man.
It's also a way the way that they seem to extrapolate data. Like you're saying about this phone tracking that's tracking people that go to abortion clinics. The phone isn't saying they're having an abortion at all. No, that's not what's happening.
That's right.
But they're extrapolating data to a fine point where you can.
It's obvious what's going on.
You can certainly send the SS in to bring them into a questioning.
Yeah, because think of this now. You can track not only the phone, but the license plate of the car that went from one state to another. The person goes and parks at an abortion clinic for 2 hours and then gets in the car later on or the next day, whatever it was, I can't remember, and gets themselves home. And that alone in an authoritarian government, a sort of dictatorship, would be more than enough to have not only the immediate family, but probably some close relatives hauled in for questioning as well. Right?
Yeah.
And
I mean, you'd be able to these people are going to a synagogue. We can. Oh, well, they're going to a synagogue, are they? Oh, yeah. So, there's somebody. Maybe it's the Nazis during the war. They'd have found Anne Frank as she's tapping out her blog on her iPhone in the attic.
Yeah,
but easy.
Yeah, Margaret Sanger, who did all that for birth control and for women and stuff in America and whatnot, in the authoritative state we're going towards now and the info they have on people, her war would have been snuffed out as fast as nothing. And we wouldn't have even had the invention of the birth control pill. Right? Gone.
Well, here's the other interesting thing about it all, because we all understand that our data is being collected. We're kind of a lot of people are fairly relaxed about it. Shall we just say?
Too many are too relaxed, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. A lot of people are pissy about it, but especially when things happen and you get caught out and your data's released and whatever. We all hate that. But the situation at the moment, the situation at the moment is that all this data has been collected on people. Say, just for instance. Trump gets into power. Now, all that data that you would normally say, I need to hide that. I need to hide that because it could be used against me. That data is already out there. It's too late.
Yeah.
You can't burn your phone now because it's too late. They've already got all the data they need about you.
At this point, because of social media and the internet, they have at least a decade, if not more, information to make profiles. And if you don't think that, people that know how to profile can't do it well, you're kidding yourselves. They can have you figured out so well it's not funny, man.
Well, you know how voting itself is, essentially a secret thing. you go into a little booth and you type your little thing in the little box. And,
it's like a peep show, except actually something gets done.
But the idea is anonymous, right? It's totally anonymous, but under an authoritarian
exactly
presidential thing. They'll just be able to profile you. They don't need to know what your vote was. They'll be able to figure out who you voted for. Just going by your Facebook posts, your comments, messages to people. So what you think you might be doing in secret, it's not secret. It's just
exactly.
and they'll have all the tools to do it.
Yeah, no, it's scary
unlike Hitler. Hitler didn't have those tools. He just sent his little brown shirt thugs out to kick the shit out of people.
And all of the information that they would use to track us and control and stuff can be used by big business to influence us and turn us into better consumers and stuff. So you got big business who loves to cozy up with the politicians, and they are the ones that fund these big campaigns and stuff. And are you telling me they all don't, like, at least on one side of the argument, they don't see this as a good thing? And isn't this maybe a little bit why, you've got this whole, the billionaires club, and it's just all so bad. We can't let it happen. And if it happens in the States, it's going to happen to Canada inside of like 10, 12 years. So, I got a vested interest in this because we kind of follow along like the little brother,
I don't know. I don't know if that would happen. I think, if the states lose to Trump and it becomes an authoritarian state, I don't think the rest of the world will cower down to it. I think
we've got a lot of hard right MAGA types in Canada doing the same arguments, just without the amendments and stuff. And we've got a hard right movement building and whatnot. And if big business can get the hard right to play ball and enact this crap that they want to do, guaranteed the same, cash will be available for the social media type influence you need to get the general populace to go, yeah, totally, man. And boom, before you know it, we're the same, It
is kind of funny that, when people talk about Germany, the Germans, during that time, the people like to go, I just don't understand. I don't understand how they fell for it. I don't understand how these just normal people became that nation. And it's like, wait, we're watching it happen right now. I don't know what we're talking about. We questioned those people about that. We couldn't understand. But then we're seeing it happening. We're seeing it happening right now. And nobody has put the brakes on. And nobody's saying, wait, no.
I know. And I live in a smaller town, like 30,000-ish people. So we get a little bit more of the rednecky, angry right types than you do in the cities, where they're a little bit more suit and tie conservatives, but they're still right types, right? And around here, we've got those same rednecks with the pickup trucks and mandate freedom on the back windows, and they're flying flags, and they got shotgun racks in the back of the truck, and oh my God, man. And they're still angry because the government said, could you just put a mask on for a few months until we try to get past this epidemic? How dare you? Shut the fuck up,
You got another super chat from Papa Dutch.
Yeah. Okay. A couple here. So Papa Dutch here. Hold on. Let me put that down before. Oh, and I just crumbed in the keyboard. Damn it. Papa Dutch here with a super chat here. You guys are almost as bad an influence as I am. Well, I'm rolling one and I've got a fresh beer, so I'm trying my best, Papa Dutch. Who then comes in with a second super chat saying, the polls are getting stale. Why don't we nominate a pure fascist now? Shit. Why not? That's kind of have y'all, Papa Dutch, big thanks for the super chats there. Have y'all been seeing some of the late night talk shows in America, and they go out and they interview people that are Trump supporters, and they don't even have a clue what the arguments on the positions are. All they know is that there's an us versus them fight, and they've picked their fucking person. They have no clue what they're talking about when it comes to the issues. Just as dumb as fucking tree sap.
The other thing I've seen that's happening is that people are getting severe anxiety over this election, and so if it comes on the news, they'll switch it off. Can't listen to it.
Yeah,
just can't. They'll just bury their head in the sands.
Yeah, ostrich mode.
I can understand that where it's coming from. It's not good. It's not positive, and quite frankly, that it's not going to help anything. But I can understand what's happening. It's just people just going, no, I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear any more about it.
Yeah, I saw one where they were saying, why do you trust Trump on the economy? Oh, well, he's a billionaire. He knows what to do.
He was richer before he spent his money.
The interview, he says, that he got the companies from his father and has actually gone bankrupt 4 times. And the person just looks at them and stares and goes, but he's rich, so he must know what he's doing, and just instantly ignores what was said to them so that they don't have to admit themselves they're wrong. It was unbelievable watching the logic flow through their itty-bitty little undereducated brain through the glass pit that it was their eyes going, yeah, but he must know, right? It was unbelievable.
And even then, if he's a billionaire, is that a good thing?
I know.
Is that a positive?
Yeah.
Where does that even factor into things? Oh, he's a billionaire, so therefore he must know what he's doing. No, he might have got it through slavery.
Right? Like Jeff Bezos is a billionaire and he pays Amazon employees garbage. So, I mean, does that make him good?
Oh, don't say it too loudly. He might run for president. You know what? That's going to happen.
The hell out of me like that.
That's going to happen next. The next round is going to be Bezos versus Musk.
Oh my god!
President with Mick Jagger coming in as the independent.
Oh, that would be funny as hell. Yeah. Yeah, we got a super chat in from Papa Dutch here again, $5 one too. The only thing more useless than Trump is a bowling bat. A bowling ball is heavy, man. You imagine the size of the bat you would need to slap around a bowling ball? Good shout, Papa Dutch. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Suddenly, Arnold Palmer comes to mind again.
Yeah. Let me just pull out my Trump-approved cock, and I'll get that out of your way. I still can't believe that actually happened.
Yeah. Can't get the man's cock off Trump's lips.
Yeah. Can you imagine Trump with Stormy Daniels? Let me give you that Arnold Palmer, honey. I mean, I would have said his wife, but I don't think he's ever fucked her. I think that was artificial insemination, but well. Oh, yeah. There was a post the other day on social media or something. Some guy was doing something and it was like he posted a picture of how do you say her fucking name again?
Which one? Melania.
Melania, that's it. It was a picture of Melania, and dude was like, we've got to elect Trump again. This is the best looking first lady the world or the America's ever had. And instantly I was like, I'm sorry, but her name was Jackie O. Look her up. What the heck? I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah, at least Jackie wasn't an immigrant. She was an immigrant.
Yeah.
She seemed fucked up to Monaco.
Yeah, she was probably willing to sleep with her husband until he started screwing around. But
yeah, with Marilyn Monroe, who could have been. She could have been the first lady.
Jenny Johnson in the chat there. No, I'm sorry, but her name is Malaria.
Oh,
that's funny. That's funny. I will say, when she put out that book and she was like, I'm totally pro-choice as it pertains to abortion and stuff. At first, we reported like, hey, good job, girl, right on. But then as more details in the book came out, she literally just spent the rest of the book going, but I agree with my husband on this and that and blah, blah, and what. Jesus Christ, you moron.
Yeah, but you wait. When he's dead, she'll come out with a new book. It'll just be like, Trump, what a cunt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My husband, the cunt.
Yeah. Yeah. I only slept with him twice.
Yeah. And both of those we were in different rooms.
Yeah.
Did it through a tube.
Yeah. Well, that's how Trump has sex, right? He uses 2 McDonald's cups and a piece of string.
That was the one time we had a pet dog, and the dog lapped up the droolings off the end of Donald's penis, and then the dog ran through to my room.
Oh God!
Lapped my pussy, and that's how my children were born.
So it was dog official insemination.
It was, yes. And we wonder why we don't have many subscribers.
I'm sure we just lost a couple there. Jesus Christ. Heather in the chat. My eyes.
Best use of a cocker spaniel.
So we got a couple here from Papa Dutch here. First one is golf bat. Is that like a tiny wood? That's a good one. And then the second one here from Papa Dutch, super chat. I bet Arnold Palmer said, hey, that looks just like a penis, only smaller.
Yeah. Wait till Tiger Woods comes out the shower. With his big black dong.
Yeah. We need a porn clip of Ron Jeremy's face going like this, but we could switch it to Arnold Palmer. This won't die for a long time. Arnold Palmer's now is he still alive?
I don't think so.
Too bad, because he could have lived
Of course he's not alive, because they went to his daughter for comments. So then didn't get it
on his cock.
Yeah. Yeah. I did it. I was joking about it in the.
I thought you were kidding, though.
No, it's true. No, the press literally went to her for comments about her father's cock. Can you comment on your father's penis, please?
Holy! Too bad she's not like a ninja in training and just jumped up and went like all DC superhero and kicked the shit out of them all for even asking. That would have been awesome.
Can you imagine it? Yeah.
I would have lost my shit if somebody had done that to me. I would have said, well, I don't know. Can you tell me about, how it feels to have this video camera stuffed up your ass by me right now as I'm doing it live? I would have.
Even worse, because she's only 7.
Oh no, come on. Oh,
Yeah. The press is fucking animals sometimes. I don't know.
holy man. What a low-class motherfucker do you have to be to go to a man's daughter and say, hey, did your father really have the whole hung like a horse thing going on?
Yeah.
What an absolute piece of garbage.
But the thing is, like Trump's fascination with, or his obsession with size of things. Things always have to be big.
My things are the biggest.
Yeah.
And yeah.
This is going to be, it's like you're going to go to a funeral, granddad's died. Yeah. Oh no, you're so sad about
I'm surprised.
Granddad. He was a lovely man. Yeah, but more importantly, how big was his penis?
Yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't pulled this with his wife in one of his little speeches. My wife, she's got the biggest pussy,
Yeah. Echo.
Yeah. It's like a vacation spot, This is just
it's how they lost the dog.
Yeah.
It just slipped on the edge and fell in.
Yeah. Should have tied a board across that ass. Or, I woke up this morning and I took the biggest shit. I take the biggest shits. I mean, of course I have the biggest shits. Yeah. Like, I'm surprised he hasn't fallen into that kind of crap.
Yeah, here's my photo evidence from my shit camera.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, $500, but you can pay $12,000 to get the Trump model.
He'll be selling pictures of his shit as NFTs.
Yeah. What a
the Trump dump.
Yeah, Trump. Oh my God, that's too funny. And the AI's trained to find anything of value in your poop to alert you.
Well, I'm surprised. I'm surprised he hasn't even just started pulling them out and then like selling them. Yeah, cover them with gold leaf or something. You can buy an actual gold leaf Donald Trump dump site.
Yeah,
for only $100,000.
Yeah. The Trump model looks both up and down, but oh yeah. You imagine the Republicans would have a database of poop. Well, I guess they do already. It's called their registered voters, but no. Boom.
I feel so sorry for those registered voters. Yeah, the old timey Republicans. My God, they must be
like Greg
torn.
Terry and a few, right?
They must be torn.
Hey, I've said to Greg, I know you say I'm a Republican, but you're not voting Republican this time. You didn't vote for Trump last time. I mean, are you truly a Republican? Like maybe that whole I'm lifelong in this camp versus and so on approach isn't,
Yeah, no, you should always be open to change. You should never, I mean, it's like being a football fan. Some people like football fans for life, but they'll switch over to another team to support them if they're going to win the World Cup. People like switch and change, but you shouldn't be saying, well, I was a Nazi in '39, and I'm going to be a Nazi forevermore.
Yeah, right.
Nuremberg trials. I'm not a Nazi anymore.
No, they made me do it.
I've changed my mind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like a neighbor of mine, he's one of those guys and he's a GM guy and he drives Chevys. So for the last 15 years, every car he buys is a complete POS that has multiple breakdowns because unless you really buy the high end ones and a couple of models that are actually good, they're kind of shitty cars. And he's constantly in a nightmare, but he drives GM. Well, how's that working out, dude?
It's like the same thing we have, like, the PC and Mac users. Some people will be lifelong Mac users, some people will be lifelong PC users, and never the twain shall meet. But then there's people like you and me who we dip into both sides of we're a bit AC/DC like that.
Yeah.
We're bi-curious. We'll try any platform that works.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Watch us coming up on Rumble here soon. We're going to use an AI to make the show even filthier so we fit in.
Oh, dear. Other news. Okay, go on. No, go on. No, you started first.
I was stumbling into something, so go ahead.
I want to know what we're going to stumble into now. But no, news has been coming out that China has sent more pandas to the United States. So that they're going to the zoos. Oh, what the fuck is it going on with pandas and China? I mean, I know pandas come from China. That's where they come from. But why don't China have any pandas in their zoos? They just like get a couple of dogs and spray them. What is are these? Has anyone actually checked that these are actual bears and not just like some Chinese people, like
in suits? Yeah,
in suits. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like the monkey guy in Trading Places, right? But I know I thought of this too because I heard that news about America getting some pandas, and I was like, "But wait a minute, the Chinese just got caught spray painting little dogs to pretend they were little pandas." Like,
is it?
I thought that was strange.
Yeah, it is strange because it's like, well, do they sell them? Do they rent them? Are they making money out of it? I don't even know how the deal works.
Are pandas just bred for export at this point?
Well, that's the thing is they can't be sending pandas to America for a breeding program because America is not well known for its vast galloping herds of pandas.
Yeah, I mean, we have fields of them in Canada, but not America,
I just don't understand the world.
They roam the prairies up here, but they go to the border and they're like, "Nope, we're not going there, dude." It happens all the time. Especially when they're drunk, they always end up,
Yeah, and you want us to have sex? Not without a condom. Sorry.
yeah, but it's a strange thing. And there's lots of videos of pandas online. They just can't seem to get them to go. Like, what happens?
Well, not on Pornhub, there isn't.
Yeah. But what happens? Like, Chinese guys go out into the bush and they see a panda, and the panda's like, "Dude, I'll do an American zoo, but I ain't doing your zoo." And he's like, "Okay, we'll sell you." Cool. Yeah. All right. Good. Like, it's weird, isn't it?
You got another super chat. I like that.
Oh. Maybe pandas don't like Chinese zoos because they can't get good weed. Could be. Because they're so roly-poly and jovial and stuff, and they don't seem to give a rat's ass. They got to be stoned, right? We got to be.
That's all that bamboo in it. That is koalas getting up their tits on eucalyptus leaves.
Yeah. That stuff has a strong smell. A koala must smell like anti-sneezing medication from like 20 feet away. Super chat time. Papa Dutch, $5 super chat in. In 1,000 years, I will either be forgiven or forgotten. So fuck it. Well, same here.
1,000 years? I'd say 10 or 20.
Yeah, the surface of the planet will probably roast in 60 years or something.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, we're all fucked.
Yeah, I think soon, instead of global warming, we'll be talking about global roasting. In the morning, I'll just crack some eggs into a frying pan and put them outside the front door. Okay, just be a second.
No, what are you talking about? They'll come out the chicken hard boiled.
Yeah.
Just pop it out.
Yeah, got chickens running around the house covered in tinfoil. Little tinfoil hats.
You'll be rubbing suntan lotion into their feathers.
Yeah. My friends would come over and think I got conspiracist chickens, tinfoil hats. No, we're just trying to keep them from overheating. Yeah, you got 20 chickens in tinfoil hats sitting around watching Ancient Aliens. Yeah, that'd be a weird sight.
They won't be wearing tinfoil to keep them cool. They'll have personal air conditioning units in a little, and they'll be like in a little bag, like a like those hamster balls. They'll be like in a little hamster ball.
Yeah.
With an air conditioning unit built on the outside of it.
Yeah, they'll all be rolling around in the morning like British fish. Morning. Monty Python, the fish in the tank. Come on. Oh, look, Howard's being eaten. Kind of makes you think, doesn't it? I mean, what's it all about? So what is it? Oh, okay. We're almost coming up on an hour and a half. Not bad. I thought I was going to be under the gun for today because I was supposed to be finishing the rebuild of my living room with the new shelving units and stuff. But because I can't screw that foot on, I've got shit everywhere. My living room looks like I just moved in. I've lived here for 7 years. It's not right. I was supposed to be done before we even started podcasting. I'll just get drunk.
Hey, you could put aliens on. We're trying to entice Dick to watching aliens.
No, I'm not in the mood for like a horror type movie tonight.
It's not that horror.
No.
I was watching. I started watching Stargate. I didn't want to tell anyone. I didn't
watch the first episode. Yeah, Stargate SG-1, the TV show he's talking about, not the movie. Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny the differences between the two because you notice in the TV
scaled down
in the TV show, Colonel O'Neill's like he meets the Skara, the young kid that loved him on Abydos, the planet they went to, and he's handing him back his cigarette lighter that he gave him in the movie.
Yeah,
right? But in the movie it was Kurt Russell. He was like smoking like a bastard.
Yeah.
And even taught the young kid
how to smoke just to watch him choke. Yeah.
There was that shot with Kurt Russell where he
takes the big deep
smoke. It just hangs and then just like it just draws it in.
Yeah.
And of course, in the TV version, obviously they don't smoke because it didn't even come up. I was just waiting for that moment where O'Neill in the TV version says, "Oh, keep it. I've given up.
Yeah.
I don't smoke anymore." Or something.
But wasn't the actual response was, well, it's been over a year. It obviously has no fluid and is useless. Kid, just keep it. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Right? It lit 20 fires for the kid. And afterwards he was like, oh, it stopped.
Yeah. The magic stopped there.
Yeah.
It was funny watching that old SG-1 thing because there's some really good bits in it. And my God, there's some really stupid stuff in it.
There was a couple of parts where the one person was like, well, I mean, they had to use a spaceship to bring the Stargate here. So just getting rid of it isn't an answer to our problem. We need to know who's and what. And I was like, finally, somebody brought that up because, I was thinking about that the whole time, right?
Yeah. Those Stargates just don't, pop up by accident.
Yeah, but my fear is, the episode I watched is technically the pilot, and they always spend more on the pilot. And
not necessarily.
Well, my concern was that it wouldn't be a little bit less spectacular as it goes, and older show and stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna keep going. I'll see.
I thought the was the last chapter of the TV one was a bit weak, where they're also like in a room full of other people that the baddies have collected from other Stargates, and they're picking and choosing who they're going to select to get the worm inside them, and they also just sort of go, Teal'c, the big bad guy. You're going to help us, and everyone's going to escape. And he goes, "Yeah, all right, okay."
Yeah.
it just turns on them all, and then everybody escapes.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, it was a bit.
Yeah. There's the odd moment where they show him kind of looking as if he's uncomfortable with the situation, but I do believe on the cutting room floor was a little bit more that would have sold that better. It was a little bit weak.
It's very much like Darth Vader when the Emperor is like killing Luke, and it's like that look in Darth Vader's
helmet,
dark eye, because he can't fucking see anything.
Yeah.
but you impart that emotion that's going, the turmoil that's going in. Amazing they actually managed to do that, considering if you think about it, you a fucking helmet.
Yeah, exactly.
But that happened. But the other thing, I think the other thing was funny when you talk about budget was in the movie version. When the I don't know what you call them, but these like the Egyptian type animal creature guards and stuff, and they all have these really cool collapsing helmets.
Yeah.
And it always like zooms apart. Oh, in the TV version, it just like flips up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like no expense spent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But that was in the day of television where they didn't have like an Unreal Engine to get a decent version. Like, they were, like I was saying to you, you've got the room in the movie where the big Stargate is set up, and they got the big ramp and the window where they're all in the room above watching, and it's a big deal. And then in the first series of the TV show, that room with the Stargate isn't big enough to put 40 people in, man. Everything got shrunk down.
It's the broom cupboard.
Yeah.
We've emptied it out to put Stargate in,
But they did that in the movie as well. When you see them find the Stargate on the Egyptian Giza plateau, and all the dudes have the ropes and they're standing it up, it's massive. And then when they show it, when it's in the movie, this is right when it's in the underground place, and dude deciphers it, and they finally fire it up, it's nowhere near the same size. Right? They did it in the movie too, so who cares? Well, Lord Thunder and Jesus. Hold on. I'll put you on speakers, but my beer's empty. One sec.
Well, I was going to talk to you about something, but PG in the chat basically says, there was a lot of spin-off series. Yeah, there was Stargate Atlantis, there was Stargate Universe. And there was also a weird kind of like web series called Stargate Origins, which goes back, but predates all of it. I've never seen.
Wasn't there Stargate Manscaped, the shaven ball years?
the Stargate, the ATM, Stargate for cash. Oh, there was a whole bunch of direct to DVD movies they did. I think you might actually enjoy Stargate Atlantis more because Stargate
because that's more realistic, right?
yeah, absolutely. Now, I think the problem with Stargate is they went into the show, the TV show, with this whole Egyptian mythology sort of thing, and they kind of like had to cling to that for quite a long time before they realized, oh, wait a minute, Stargate can go to other planets. Huh. Oh, okay. There's a lot more to Stargate than just this whole Egyptian mythology.
Yeah.
And a lot of the original series hangs up on that. It hangs its coat on the coat peg of Egyptian mythology. Stargate Atlantis has had the advantage of having how many seasons of Stargate it did, and then just like building a completely new thing.
But the whole thing of Egyptology and Egypt being the premise of the movie is the only part of the movie I like. Once it turns into this whole fight in the desert, I'm just like, oh God, I want to go to bed. I'm just done. And I kind of think that the Egypt part is the only thing that's going to keep me into it. Because older show and stuff, right? And in saying this, I have been rewatching Star Trek: The Next Generation a little bit recently, and I'm at the point now where the only episodes to watch left are like the Crusher with the candle and a few of those damn ones that nobody or Geordie LaForge does something. Because it's always boring when it's based on Geordie, right? Poor Geordie. But, Kevin Woldridge had asked me in the chat, how do you feel about So I Married an Axe Murderer? Never seen it. I do have it in my Plex library. It's on my watch radar, but I never seen it yet.
There's lots of things Dick hasn't watched and he needs to watch. But, people only got so much time with their life.
Yeah. I've also got my Stepmother's an Alien in the Plex library. I haven't watched yet either.
Nah, it's not that great. It's all right. It was a good yarn for its 80s time. But it's not that great.
I don't expect it to be. That's for sure.
Thing is, I've come to know you quite well, and I do think I have a fairly good intuition on what you will and won't like. I'm not always 100% right, but I think I'm good 80%. I kind of like figure out what the nuance is about certain things that you like and what you don't like. So,
all right. Oh, I thought you were getting to the point and you just stopped.
Yeah, the point is you still don't fucking listen to me.
That's self-evident. So yeah, I don't even know what to do with myself after. I've got this shelf built in the middle of my living room, and I can't really do anything about it until a part shows up, and I got to measure it and find the part, or just, oh God, I think I'm going to invest in another 6-pack and think about it.
Hey, here's an idea. Download the first season of Stargate Atlantis. Try number 1. See how you feel like coming to see a first episode of Stargate, the TV series, to their follow-up season as Stargate Atlantis, and see how it contrasts and compares. And we'll come back and we'll discuss notes. Or not.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of pushing my limit for older TV shows right now, and kind of got to push forward a bit and then maybe go back. Like I came to the realization today there's nothing left in like the old Star Trek I can watch. I can't watch some of those older shitty episodes and stuff, and I thought about
they are tiring.
and I thought about trying like going for DS9 or Voyager or something. I was like, no, I've got too much old TV on the go right now. I've just got to, switch it up,
It's like the original Star Trek. I mean, you're not a big fan. You don't watch much of that, but it's like you do. You come up in the TV listens. They come up, and then you go, oh yeah, but I know I can't.
Yeah,
there's a certain kind of level. It's almost like it's like Trump fans and Harris fans.
Yeah.
MAGA. Yeah. Go America. But also being a bit jaded. Well, actually, quite frankly, I can't be bothered to go to a rally tonight. I'm just going to put my slippers on and just go to but being a massive Star Trek fan and seeing an old show, and you go, I know it's cool, it's great, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it loads of times. Can't be bothered.
I will say this. I'm surprised at how quickly I adjusted to the 4:3 aspect ratio of Next Generation. It literally didn't bug me after like 20 minutes. I was fine. I was surprised, but I have a 65-inch TV. So even when it goes 4:3, it's fucking big.
Yeah. I mean, it shouldn't bother you. No. I don't know why you even brought it up. Those sort of things don't bother me at all.
Yeah, no. I remember when I first started getting flat screen TVs, I went and got a nice plasma one, and I was furious anytime something 4:3 was shown on the screen. I'm not getting my money's worth out of my TV, and proper anal about it, man.
Yeah. Okay, so they'll make it widescreen, and then they'll crop the top and bottom off. So you.
But if it's done properly, you don't have to crop just the top. The thing is if it's not on film, you can't do it at all. And a lot of this was on tape, right?
Yeah.
But I get it. I'd rather have it not screwed with and just have the original version. But when you were watching 4:3 on a 42-inch TV from across your living room, it was a bit annoying, right? It's not now. Yeah.
The funny thing as well, watching 4:3 on your old TV back in the day, you didn't see half the fucking errors. All the cuts in the carpet, the tapes.
Yeah.
Now you can see it all big and right in your face.
Yeah, or sometimes you can see like the corner in the shuttle is not a straight corner at all, and it was like just mudded up and quickly done and dealt with or something. Oh, it's really bad, man. Some of the stuff you see in the background is terrible.
But talking about 4:3, and you're talking about new stuff. The new Alien movie, Alien Romulus.
Yeah, it's in Plex.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's somewhere where I know. Where
Chris Lundy wanted it, so I put it in.
Yeah. Apparently, they brought out a VHS release. A 4:3 VHS release.
Wow. There must be nerds flipping out all over the place, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's stupid because it's kind of like celebrating, the origins, of how Alien and Aliens got popular through VHS and stuff. But I don't think anyone's got a 4:3 TV anymore.
I know.
Because even in VHS, people were like striving for the widescreen experience. Cut the top and bottom bar, put the bars on so you have the widescreen. But so they gone full on 4:3, and then so nobody's got a 4:3 TV anymore. So
yeah, exactly.
Why do they do that? And obviously they have to do pan and scan and those.
Exactly. It's so much effort and whatnot, right? And how many working VHSs that are worth a fuck to even use are out there. Funny enough that you brought this up. Yesterday, one of my neighbors gave me a super high-end, one of the really late great ones, 4-head hi-fi Sony VCR with the jog control remote and all that stuff. And I mean, when you open it up, it's so full of shit. I look at it and I'm like, it would be cool if this thing was working properly, but why? I'm not putting the effort into it, I'm not. I'm just going to sell it on eBay.
Yeah, I kind of miss having a decent VCR, but
so do I. You know what I would do?
For what?
Well, what I would do with it is I would do those slight modifications you can do to turn it into a super high resolution analog video or audio recorder, because they can be a videotape with its high speed is seriously amazing for audio, right? It works amazing.
Yeah. They were great with the FM encoding.
Yeah. That's what I would do. But then that's like, I remember about 10 years ago, I had a reel-to-reel and I put some great tunes on an expensive reel of tape and I could turn it on and listen to it. But they were just FLAC files from my computer recorded onto a reel-to-reel. And as the prices went up, I just sold it to somebody because I could just play the FLAC file. Like, it's so expensive to keep these machines going and working, and it's more and more of a hobby, not just like you got to be willing to open it up or pay somebody a lot when anything goes. It's not worth it,
Yes, it's like you never saw Picard go into his his captain's quarters, and put on a hi-fi or put an LP on. It was like he just walks in and go opera loud. Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
Oh, great cold.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's just like, we're getting to that point where it's just everything. Well, he wasn't even using fucking Spotify, was he?
No, like, because by the time they get to Picard's time, musicians are just musicians because everybody has a replicator and nobody needs anything, and you just simply do what you want to do in life. And as such, there's no royalties, and everybody can listen to what they want, and it all doesn't make sense when you figure it out, right?
No.
Like there was an episode of the Next Generation I watched where they had to trade. It was the episode where they thought Data died in a shuttle explosion, but it was actually he was stolen by that collector guy. And they had to trade to get something to help because they thought a water source had been poisoned, and this thing they traded for was the only thing that could fix it. What did they trade with? Did they just replicate some silver or gold to trade? Like, as soon as you enter a replicator into the situation, the structure of an economy itself collapses. Like when King Mansa Musa, I think he was, the guy from Africa, came to Egypt and was just handing out gold like it was no big deal to the people because they had so much gold, it was no big deal. And it crushed the Egyptian economy for years. And this is literally a historical record, right? As soon as you bring a replicator in, nothing has value anymore.
Is that
right? And it becomes very confusing because why does somebody work as a bartender?
Is that why the pyramids of Giza got like one big one and then two smaller ones? Is it like downsizing?
Yeah. No, it was all about sizing a drink correctly. You just stand a little bit away and you could, but Ronnie Vankin in the chat. Hey, Dawson, honest question. Do you use a cloud, a server, or HDDs? For the Shills, we have a private server and we have a full cloud and backups and a Plex server and all that stuff going on. It's an old older HP workstation, twin Xeons, 128 gigs of RAM, and 8 platter drives in there with terabytes of storage. But it does a lot for us. It's awesome. It's a beast. It generates heat, like it heats up the room it's in. I don't have to turn the heater on. But it's cool. Well, we run Unraid as the operating system on it, if anybody cares.
No, they don't. So I have a question. I have a question for the chat, or a proposition, if you will. Because we were talking the other day about how not that one. You remember we were talking the other day saying, we want to get more people onto the channel, and we're going to do like we want to have people guests. We want to have guests on, especially on shows like PubChat. Doesn't matter who they are, don't care. Well, that sounds a bit wrong, but no, we don't want. We're not sort of specific. We don't want to like Ukraine shows and all like that. We just want like other people guests. So I was just wondering, maybe Annette should set up a room on Discord that people can put in suggestions of people they know, channels that they might think will be good people to come on one of the shows as a guest.
Yeah.
Especially with you know them. You've been with them on their channel, and you can actually like say, "Hey, come on the shows."
Yeah. It's not a bad idea, and especially if you can like drop their email or something to make contact just that one step easier.
Yeah.
You know.
PJ says, "Ask Arwin to come on."
Can you imagine? PJ will brick him up live instead of during debunking.
Yeah, come on. No, Arwin is asleep at this time of night. He's all been packed up by his carers and wrapped up in the cuddle coat and put away for the night.
Yeah,
he does the early bird.
He's already had his medicated Cheerios and he's long asleep. Oh, that's funny.
Hey PJ, we'll have you on. We'll have you on. How about
that? We got Lauren in the chat with a hashtag cuddle coat. Exactly. I used to call it the love me jacket, but yeah. Oh, it's funny. Well, hell. Well, I'm thrown off because I thought we were going to end the show and I was going to finish setting up my living room, but because of one little piece of plastic, my living room is going to look destroyed all night and there's nothing I can do about it. And then tomorrow in the morning, my son comes home from his little grandma visit and he's going to look and he's going to say, what, and I'm going to be like, and he'll be like, it's, and I'll be like, yep.
Oh, such wit!
Yeah,
it's like listening to poets.
Yeah,
talking.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. The depth of communication is such that we can literally do it through grunt. Yeah.
I guess it goes back to what you were talking about earlier when we were like cavemen. Me build shelf. Me fuck up. Me hate Amazon.
He'll give me the grunt for you're an idiot, bring me ice cream, and I'll probably be all right. So,
what is teenage grunt for pizza? Pepperoni.
Teenagers don't even grunt for pizza. What they do is open the fridge and stare.
That's not where it comes from.
But when they do that, they're hoping for pizza. They just can't find it. That's what's going on.
Talking of which, there was a bit we missed about Trump doing the whole McDonald's thing. When afterwards in one of the rallies, he was talking about his experience at McDonald's, and he said, I was there doing the thing with the fries, and I got the fries out, that thing, the thing where the fries come from. You mean the fryer, Mr. President?
Yeah, you keep saying most of the word. Just put on the end, dude. You got it.
I was killing myself laughing. The thing where fries come from. He made it sound like a scientific, like fucking experiment. You know,
Yeah.
oh,
No, sir, that's not a petri
a
disc.
mystery.
It's a basket. You know, like
The mysteries of the universe solved with Donald Trump. The thing where do fries come from?
yeah. Yeah. He even said now that he's worked at McDonald's, he wants to see Harris provide proof that she did. Dude, you didn't work at McDonald's. You showed up at a closed McDonald's, were taught how to make French fries, served 7 or 8 prearranged customers, and fucked off. You don't get.
Did you see? I was talking to my wife about this. Did you see? Like it was like the next day, and he was presented with a fry pin, right? A pin for McDonald's workers that have worked the fry cooker.
Yeah, and
now the funny. No, wait, no, let me finish. Let me get through this, because what was funny, there was lots of things funny about that, because you know, he did it like for like 10, 15 minutes.
He doesn't know what it's called.
And there are McDonald's workers, you know, that
years,
months, years, entire lives learning how to use the fry cooker, and then they get their pin, and like people are calling it stolen valor. I think it's brilliant. But the funny thing was, my wife was saying that he was being presented with the pin. I don't know when it was. Just some guy, with Donald, and he's there. He's got the pin, and he's bouncing around because he's really happy because he's got his pin.
Yeah.
But the thing is, those pins don't exist in the United States. They only exist in Europe. And so that pin had to be shipped, flown on a fucking Concorde or whatever to the United States, so the good guy could present it to him the next day.
Who took care of that? Bezos, right? That's his thing,
I don't know, but the other thing was when the guy presented Trump with the pin, he was supposed to make a joke. He was going to make a gag. Thing, but Trump was just so fucking delighted to get his pin, he didn't have the heart to land the joke.
To cap that off is the part about how they took a picture of him leaning out of the drive-through and turned it into a shirt that you can buy for like $100 donation to his campaign.
What a scam artist.
Oh my God, man. He's like Gwyneth Paltrow. He would literally sell the scent of his own semen in a candle if he thought he could get away with it,
Give him time.
Well,
I did hear President Lincoln used to send clippings of his beard. So he used to sell them in a little sealed acrylic.
Yeah, it's great for making tea. Let's get the hell out of here because
yes, yeah.
I've got one beer left in the fridge, and if I open that after we're on the show, I won't guzzle it down, and then I'll wind this evening into not more beers. But if I crack it open here, well, I'm done for. So I don't want done for tonight.
You're always done for.
Yeah. Hey, I had like coffee yesterday during the show or something. Come on now. I don't remember what it was, but I was hungover for it.
You got hungover from coffee?
No, I was so hungover I drank coffee. I just couldn't handle any more booze. So Let's give a big shout out to the team and everybody who helps us in the background here. We got Annette who runs the teams. Annette, as you guys all know, it's coming up moving time for her. It's October 25th. She's going to be moving like really soon. She's going from where tornadoes dare out to the west. So this is going to be a big deal.
Where all the sharks are. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah. So as long as she doesn't get nabbed by any of those Mad Max like pirates on the road, we should be okay. You'll see Shayna cycling in to do the Shills account while there's a little bit of Annette being away and dealing with things and whatnot. And yeah, we wish her all the best.
Yeah, I think PJ's holding the fort mostly at the minute. Well done, PJ.
Yeah. So, who do we got on the team here? Annette was around earlier, so big shout out to Annette. We got PJ CNET. We got Shayna Caldwell. Chris Lundy was around, but he might have fell into a pit of craft dinner or something over his way. I'm not really sure what he's up to.
PJ CNET says, I'm not here, lol. Yeah, you are here, and I'm going to tell MC2 know where you are. So watch
it. Don't you mean Mick Tune? And okay, Lauren says Skitch Crasher was here, so shout out to Skitch Crasher as well. Oh, and we got Super Chat Matt in the chat here too. So Super Chat Matt, there we go. And Shayna says, yep, I actually got it right. I got everybody covered. So,
well done.
Oh, we got NA. I didn't get everybody covered. NA. So, there we go. See? Always rely on your team to get it right for you because you will fuck it up.
We try.
We try. We fail. Yeah. We try. We fail. We fail.
No. As far as fucking up is concerned, we are an enormous success.
Oh yeah. Literally, as soon as I wake up, I fuck something up. So I'm always a winner, you know. And let's see, good consumer advice. What should we say today?
Don't let Cocker Spaniels lick you because you don't know where they've been.
You don't want to be impregnated by the last prick they were licking at, right? And one day you'll be walking.
Hey, consumer. Wait a minute. Back up. Good consumer advice.
Yeah.
Buy shells that have the right number of bits on their feet. I mean, you know, fucking hell, man. You were there right at the start.
Yeah, Bezos, you rich prick little bitch. You owe me a little nub for the end of a piece of metal that is far superior than your own prick, you bastard. So get off your fucking high horse or whatever thing you're shitting on that's made of gold right now and fix me up, you prick. All right? Yeah, fucking jerk off.
And he's our guest on Sunday's PubChat.
Yeah, he's going to be our guest with my fucking nuts on his chin. So
I hope they're shaved.
No, I'm going to blur it out and let the audience decide. You know? Was that Manscaped or was it Memorex? Oh, and if you do shave your nuts, I don't know, take care of your razor because wow, what a mess that would be. Can you imagine? You'd be walking like a cowboy. You know, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Don't clip your prick.
So, you know, you're sticking all those little pieces of paper on, you know, when you nicked yourself.
Yeah, guy's walking around with a toilet roll stuck under his nutsack. What are you doing? I nicked myself shaving. Don't do that, okay? But please your partner in any way you can. Just don't nick yourself shaving. I'm going to shut up now because this is only going to get worse.
Yeah. Let's press the button. For fuck's sake.
Keep your stick on the ice.
I keep your dick in the ice.